Welcome into the recap rush hour for Friday. It is January 13th. I'm David Kaplan. I hope you had a good week and you're ready for an awesome weekend. It's brought to you by Chevy Drive Chicago.com, your Chicagoland Chevy dealers. Well, folks, sources around the NFL say the Bears are going to be inundated with phone calls. There are a lot of teams ready to pay a stiff price to get the Bears' number one pick. It certainly looks like the Bears are all in on Justin Fields. In fact, the Colts reportedly ready to put a deal together that could include wide receiver Michael Pittman, potentially another player, and a bevy of draft picks. The Texans and others also expected to make strong offers to get all the way up to the top. Who do they all want? It appears Indianapolis is infatuated with Will Levis, the Kentucky quarterback. There are others that like Bryce Young, including Houston, but Will Levis is expected to rocket up the draft boards. What do you think about that top pick, and what do you think about the quarterbacks in this class? Post your comments right here on my YouTube page. Also, Rams coach Sean McVay said today he is coming back. He has decided to stay with Los Angeles as their head coach after mulling his options outside of the organization, both coaching somewhere else and in the television world. But he is going back to coach the Rams. Super Wildcard Weekend is here. Slate of games loaded with matchups that appear to be somewhat one-sided. You have Miami with a third-string quarterback as they battle Buffalo. You have the Giants, probably the most competitive game on the board, playing the Vikings in Minneapolis. Every matchup this weekend is a rematch from the 2022 regular season. Saturday's slate has two games on it. Seattle at San Francisco and the LA Chargers at Jacksonville. The Chargers will be without their star wide receiver, Mike Williams. He has a fracture in his back that was suffered last week. Why he was playing, I don't know. The game meant nothing to them. His season is likely over, the team doctors say, unless the Chargers were to advance all the way to the Super Bowl. Green Bay Packers GM Brian Gutekunst had his season-ending news conference today, and Gutekunst says the Packers want Aaron Rodgers back and that they are not ready to move on from him. And when he was questioned, would you tell Aaron if you were? He said, absolutely, but we are not at that point. We signed him last year for 3 years, and it was not to have him for just one. Rodgers has not yet commented. Oklahoma City is at the Chicago Bulls tonight. DeMar DeRozan is doubtful with a quad injury, and the Cubs convention is underway at the Sheraton downtown. Tom Ricketts joined Jonathan Hood and I on our radio show this morning and said that they are going to be spending back to pre-pandemic levels at the luxury tax CBT level, which is $233 million. He expects them to be very close to that number, and he said if Jed Hoyer gets to a point where he feels like his team is a legitimate contender to win, they would absolutely add more money to the payroll. Have a great rest of your day. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm David Kaplan. Thanks for watching. Take that.